I'm opening Article 4 of the Constitution. Article 4 talks about the aims and objectives of the SRC. So clearly, you don't even, because I believe that if you know, you don't even know what article gives you power. Because if you open Article 27, Article 4 should read that. I should read Article 4. Article 4 talks about the aims and objectives of this.
Yeah, I read some.
Because I think if you go back, read Article 27, that's what
Alright, sure.
And it gives you what you are supposed to do, that the duties that are supposed to do as a
Alright, sure.
as a provincial secretary.
So, Mr. Alex, so at this point, we bring your blessing to an end. But before we discharge you, I'm going to ask you if you have something for the family.
Oh, okay. I think today I've learned something new. Initially, I was thinking that I was okay, but now I think I have one or two things to learn. So I think that's basically what's here.
Thank you very much. In the space of 2 minutes and 1 minute, I want you to say something to students.
All right. Yeah. So.
If you pass.
Sure. So I think I thank them all. It's quite unfortunate that we are on vacation, and I know still they are with me. So as we are in this game together, they shouldn't lose hope. Definitely we are going to come out victorious. So that's what I want to assure.
The Student Representative Council elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university.
Thank you.
So you do a make a good evening, Miss Bevelyn Kwatima.
Yes.
And please, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Please kindly introduce yourself to us. Tell us about yourself and why you are here this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Fatima Bevelyn, level 200 nutrition student. It's okay. Yes. My name is Fatima Bevelyn, level 200 nutrition student. I'm here to be vetted for the SRC Provincial Secretary.
Okay, Beverly, I really like your name.
Thank you. Yes.
Let's release the stress. Give us some 2 or 3 lines of the patriotic song. Play it.
Is that?
The patriotic song. You know the patriotic song?
Patriotic song.
Yeah. Why don't you have a patriotic song? Arise, Ghana, if you don't need. That's the easiest way. Alright. I mean, you are aspiring for the second, right?
Yes, please.
Local news or
Provincial. Hohoe Provincial.
and I can see some second statement and then there's some all right. So, in your CV, so over all the portfolios that you've mentioned, they are all like in the Nubsg and then Christ Heritage family. So, I mean, all these ones they are like in the church, right?
Yes, please.
So why you don't work for God again? That's what you're applying for.
I also work for God.
Eh?
Yes.
But I don't want to work in the church again.
I still work.
Eh? But it's like, so how do you think about combining this work and then the work in the church?
Okay. I'll create a schedule for both.
You create a schedule
Yes.
for both. And in the event where maybe you have Friday service and then the Hohoe province also have a program.
At the same day.
Yes, it's possible. We can do they can do a cover bash on Friday, on Wednesday. So they will do it on Friday.
Mostly our church service is in the morning and that of afternoon.
Friday afternoon. You don't have half night or night?
All night, once a while.
Eh. So you are praying that they won't have all night so that I can go for Baba Bash?
No.
Okay. I see. Then, but I can't see.
Miss Kwatima, once again, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So let's go straight to your skills and technical skills. I can see Microsoft Word. So that means you get skills for Microsoft Word inside. It be so?
Yes, please.
Alright, so the least I was expecting from you was to number your pages of this document. Second question. Microsoft Word. Can you name me like 5 font styles?
Okay. Arial, Tahoma, Times New Roman, Calibri.
4. 4 is fine. Again, under technical skills, what is Kobo Collect? What is the meaning of Kobo Collect?
Kobo Collect is a tool that is used to collect data.
A tool that is used to collect data.
Yes, please.
That's all. So that means you have skills in data collection.
Yeah, those are the ones that I have now.
Again, front page. National Union of Presbyterian Students Ghana. Chief Asha Welfare Secretary, Hostel Coordination Program Organization 2022 till date. So you are holding all these positions till date. Is that what you are trying to tell us?
Thank you. Please, to date is I'm only holding the welfare secretary to date. The chief usher and that of the hostel coordinator was last year. I've handed over.
So
Yes, I just realized.
and then Christ Heritage Family,
Yeah.
Welfare Team, Financial Secretary 2023 till date.
Yeah.
You hold these positions.
Yeah.
The two.
The financial secretary, those are the team. Those are the same as the welfare team.
Okay. I can see interest and hobbies. Netball.
Yes, please.
Give me 3 rules in netball. 3 rules.
And 3 rules in netball.
Yes, rules.
Rules in netball. Okay, when you are shooting the ball into the net, you don't raise your heel. You don't raise the heel. That is one. And just 2.
What's the second one?
Okay. Netball. Everybody has a portion where you are supposed to be, so you don't cross the line. Yeah.
That's fine. Memberships. Public Health Students Association.
Yeah.
Is it of Nigeria, of Togo, or of Benin?
Sorry, of Hohoe.
Of Hohoe. Hohoe has Public Health Student Association.
Oh no, sorry. Public health. Yes, please.
Hohoe.
Public Health Students Association
Of Hohoe.
of UHAS.
Alright. Let me go straight to assess your knowledge on current affairs. Is this your first time getting into politics?
Investing into politics, yes.
Okay, so do you know who the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress is?
No, please.
The New Patriotic Party General Secretary.
No, please.
You don't know.
Yeah.
What's your program again? Public health, nutrition. Currently, there's been a fever outbreak. Do you have an idea what it is?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that outbreak?
It's a newly discovered outbreak. It has a dengue fever.
Okay.
It's caused by a mosquito,
Okay.
the Egyptian mosquito.
Okay. How old is the UHAS SRC? or how young is the UHAS SRC?
14. 14 years.
14 years. All right. Who is the registrar of the university?
Miss Amankwa Opuni.
All right. I'll let my.
So, what you know that within days a week we celebrated the International Youth Day. Are you aware?
The National Youth Day?
Yeah.
No.
But no, if you don't know, then you won't possibly know what happened on that day in Ghana, or you know.
No.
All right.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to ask you a general question. So, what is that one thing that you like UHAS SRC or UHAS students to always remember you of, even if you leave UHAS?
Okay, thank you. It's my dream to bring on board all students in terms of communication and active participation, as well as in both academic and extracurricular activity.
So how do you intend bringing this active participation?
The active participation. Okay, so during SRC activities, what I realized is that most students don't really participate in it, but it's organized for the students. So I intend to bring on board all those people and explain to them what it is. The program is organized for them, so they are supposed to be engaging in it.
Do you think the students don't know all this?
I'm sure they know.
So what do you think are the major challenges that is preventing the students from coming for SRC programs? Because if you want to solve this problem, you must know why they don't come before you can tackle it, or you can be able to convince them to come. Yeah. So what do you think are the major challenges?
Okay, I think it is awarding. We'll be awarding them after the program because they've come to spend some time with you, participated. So I think rewarding them is something will be motivating to come next time.
So if you organize a dinner night, then you award the students who come for the dinner night, or Aquava Bash, you award those who come. Is that what you're trying to say?
Those who actively participated, of course.
So if I actively participate in Aquava Bash, you award me. Is that what you are saying? Is that what you are saying? Or you don't have any answer to that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Miss Bevelin, so please let's go to your CV. You said, I am dedicated to fellowship and service at all settings and strive to represent the voice of all people I have come in contact with. So if you've not come in contact with someone like me, you will not represent my voice, or is that what you are trying to say?
No. What I mean is that I'll represent not one person or the person I've come in contact with, anybody at all.
But you didn't say as such, you didn't specify like the student populace. You were specific. You said with people I have come into contact with. So those that you don't come in contact with you, how will you represent us?
Okay. As a SRC, that's why I represent the student populace, so I think.
Okay, on to the next. Under your skills and abilities, I have a question for you. If you are done drinking the water. Can I? Okay. So under your skills and abilities, you stated, I have a question, please, yes or no.
Okay.
Is writing a form of communication? Is writing a form of communication?
Yes.
but you wrote communication, and then your next point was writing. So basically, how many types of communication do we have?
Oral communication and written communication.
Okay, so you wrote communication, which covers all, and then you came down again and you wrote writing. So just bringing your attention to that.
Thank you.
And also with your policy documents, now I'm accessing your policies. The point 2 stated electronic and physical suggestion box. And then I realized, you said opinions in matters concerning academics. So I want to ask you, do you think we have problem with just academia? We don't have problem with anything else? So maybe in your electronic or physical suggestion box, if you see anything regarding something else aside academia, you are not going to focus on that. Is that what you are trying to say?
No, that's not what I meant. Any suggestion at all concerning UHAS or concerning the school?
Please, I'm listening.
Say, any suggestion at all concerning UHAS or concerning the school, you can also write it in there.
But you specified academics. And then it's like, under it, you brought a Google form for SRC week celebration. It's like you've arranged it, but in my opinion, it's like the things are not falling under where it's supposed to be at.
Okay, with the Google form.
Yeah, you said week celebration, but your major points, you said something for concerning academics. So initially when I was reading, I felt all this was for academics. Yes, till I went down and I saw something else there. Please, do you get me?
Yes, please, I do.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Please, are you tense?
No, no.
Are you sure?
Do you know the composition of the UHAS SRC?
Yes, please.
What are they?
Okay, it's comprised of the executive officers, the chairpersons of the committees on campus, SRC, and the SRC Parliament.
Come again.
Constitution of the SRC is comprises of executive officers and the chairpersons of the committees on campus.
That's all.
And the SRC Parliament.
What's the composition of the SRC Parliament?
The composition of SRC Parliament. The executive officers, the executive officers, the president and the secretary from the junior common room, and the president and secretary for Foreign Students Association.
What's the leadership of UHAS Parliament?
Leadership of UHAS Parliament.
We have a parliamentary board.
Okay.
It's made up of some people. Who are they?
The parliamentary board.
Yeah. You have no idea?
Yeah.
All right. What's the composition of the General Assembly? Okay, how many General Assemblies do we have in UHAS SRC?
Two.
Two. Which one and which one?
Hohoe and Hohoe.
So what's the composition of the General Assembly, Hohoe?
Okay, the executive committees.
What's the composition of the executive committee? In our constitution, what's the composition of the executive committee? Do you know that if you are voted into power as provincial secretary, you'll be a member of the executive committee? Do you know? Do you know?
Yes, please.
Are you sure you know? I had to ask you twice before you responded, so are you sure you know?
Yes, please.
Okay. So the committee that you'll be a member of, what's the composition of that committee?
Okay, it's comprised of the federal executive officers, the provincial executive officers.
And one last person.
The chairperson of the committee.
Listen. And the legal advisor of the SRC.
Okay.
The one asking you the question. And maybe they read the card. So now back to what's the composition of the General Assembly? So not the executive committee. Now are you convinced that it's not the executive committee?
Yes, please.
Alright, so what's the composition of the General Assembly?
The executive officers.
Who are the executive officers?
Federal executive officers and the provincial executive officers.
Yes. And I'm saying that what is the composition of the General Assembly of Hohoe Campus?
Provincial executive officers.
Okay.
Chairperson of the committee.
Which committee?
On campus, on the provincial campus.
Which
On
committee?
Hohoe.
Which committee? Which committees?
The executive committee.
There's no see. The executive committee is made up of both the federal and then the province. And I'm saying that if you come to Hohoe, which does not include the federal executives, what's the General Assembly made of in Hohoe? The same composition is for who? But because you are vying for Hohoe, that's what I'm asking you.
The executive officers.
No. Okay, let me move on. Which article of the UHAS Constitution empowers you as a provincial secretary?
Chapter 4, Article 27.
When did you get to know that?
Super. Please come again.
When did you know this answer?
Where?
When?
I read it from the Constitution.
When? I know it's from the Constitution. That's the question I asked. So when did you know it? Because that was the question I asked your opponent that came in. I don't know whether my voice was too loud that you heard it outside. Because I didn't even ask for chapter. You quoted chapter and article. So what does it say? A brief overview of what does it say?
Okay. It says that for the secretary.
Yeah, the secretary.
The secretary shall keep and maintain accurate minutes, true and accurate minutes during executive meetings. The executive is responsible for all correspondence of SRC on campus, and also the executive communicates to the general student body at least once every month. And she's also responsible, she's also performed other activities assigned by the president.
I'm impressed. Because she has quoted the clause step by step from A to D. Or is over D. I don't think I need to ask further questions on the Constitution.
Okay. Miss Beverly, are you tense?
A little.
Relax. Okay, so I see that in your documents you have poor feedback system between student and student leadership. And I also see low participation in activities, and you brought that in your policy document. How do you intend to bring this feedback system? Because students, we know that sometimes we are afraid our identity. So we want to tell you something concerning the school. Sometimes we are afraid. How are you going to read this?
Okay, thank you. How am I going to the feedback system? In the feedback system, in my policy, I stated that there will be an electronic and a physical suggestion box. So any suggestion or feedback can be sent through either the physical suggestion box or through the electronic suggestion box.
So this electronic, are you going to create it yourself? Is it something that you're going to employ somebody to do it, or what are you going to use for this level? Is it WhatsApp messages or it's a special tool?
Okay, thank you. I will create an email account. It will be dedicated for all these suggestions, and also there will be a Google form as well. So if a student wants to give a suggestion, it's either you send it through the email or you tap on the link to send your suggestion.
Which region are you from?
Eastern region.
So who is the Eastern Regional Minister? Who is the Eastern Regional Minister?
Eastern Regional Minister. Honorable Seth Kwame Champon.
Can you tell me something about who School of Public Health have been named after? Can you tell me something small about him?
Okay, thank you. School of Public Health was named after Fred Nathan Binka. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's Professor Fred Nathan Binka. Okay. Professor Fred Nathan Binka was the very first dean for the School of Public Health. In one achievement of Professor Fred Nathan Binka is he initiated the chip compound on various communities in Ghana. That is one thing he's known for. And also Fred Nathan Binka is an epidemiologist. Okay. Memo, thank you. A memo is a brief note that is used to inform a group of people about a particular event or problem. A letter can be a formal or informal document that's sent for application, for information. Yeah. A report is also a document that is written to analyze a particular subject. A minute is also a note that is recorded during a meeting. A minute and a report. A minute is a note that is written during a meeting, and it also highlights a particular discussion or comments. And a report, for example, there is an event, and you are supposed to write a report about it. So you analyze the specific subject about that particular event that took place, So that is a report for me.
I asked you this because it was, it is in your CV as an internship program that you are.
Yes.
So that's why I was asking you to be very sure you know all these things. And I think from the students population, so one person said he had a question that he wanted to ask. I would want to give you the opportunity to ask this question.
Okay, please. Okay.
My question is, at the point where there is vacancy in any of the portfolios, being federal or provincial, what does it mean? At the point where there is vacancy in portfolio, either the federal or the province, is it mandated for the EC to refer an election again? By the constitution, they are being voted again, or what does the constitution really say about vacant portfolios?
The constitution says about a vacant portfolio. That is after the election or before election?
After election.
After election. So the president that has been elected has the power to appoint a person into that particular office.
In relation to the constitution, that's what he said. Is that what the constitution says? Is that the provision that the constitution has given to the president?
Yes, please.
It's a lie.
So what happens? It's not a constitutional provision, it's a practice.
So it is not the constitution, it is not a provision of the constitution. So the president is not giving power from the constitution.
Okay.
It's a practice that is
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being here. Do you have anything before you do? Do you have anything for the panel?
The panel.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the enlightenment. You've enlightened me. And also, yeah, that is it. Thank you.
In the space of 1 minute, I would want you to speak to Cherry students who are in the house watching us online from the YouTube. I want you to speak to the camera and then share a few words with your fans.
Okay. Good evening. Thank you everyone watching me. My name is Kwatima Beverly, and I seek your support in this upcoming election, and also help me to bring on board the dynamic of female leadership in SRC. Thank you. Thank you.
The constitution. So the
The Student Representative Council elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university administration. This election is your opportunity to choose leaders who will not only represent your views but also work tirelessly to improve the student experience for everyone. Whether it's about better facilities, more inclusive events, or stronger academic support, your vote can make a difference. The Student Representative Council elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university administration. This election is your opportunity to choose leaders who will not only represent your views but also work tirelessly to improve the student experience for everyone. Whether it's about better facilities, more inclusive events, or stronger academic support, your vote can make a difference. The Student Representative Council elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university administration. This election is your opportunity to choose leaders who will not only represent your views but also work tirelessly to improve the student experience for everyone. Whether it's about better facilities, more inclusive events, or stronger academic support, your vote can make a difference. The Student Representative Council elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university administration. This election is your opportunity to choose leaders who will not only represent your views but also work tirelessly to improve the student
I'm the person of Ajalo Enoch Kweku Yesuto, a level 300 disease control student in the University of Health and Allied Sciences graduate in Binka School of Public Health. I am a young leader who brings passion, my heart and soul to whatsoever my hand finds to do.
And why are you here? Why should we listen to you? Why are you here today?
Okay, I am here to be vetted for the position of Provincial SRC President.
Okay.
Hohoe Campus.
Thank you. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, Esto.
Hi.
How is your evening?
Yeah. Please, everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Yes, please. Your end.
I'm also doing well.
That's great.
I'm also doing well.
If you say you go chop, you will provide some job.
Okay. Which portfolio are you holding currently in school?
Actually, I'm not holding any
You're
portfolio.
not holding any portfolio.
I am a hopeful.
You are hopeful.
Yes, please.
Your hope is full.
Sure.
And I'm still going through your. First of all, what's the name of the dean of students?
Thank you for the question. The Dean of Students is Professor Judith Ogbo Anam.
Okay. And I can see that you have a lot of skills. You have a lot of skills. That's good.
Mr. Enoch Yesuto, please, I want you to clarify this for me. I think
Okay.
he asked you if you are holding a portfolio currently. What was the answer?
I said no.
You said no.
Yes, please.
So, what do you mean by campus ministry director for NAS?
Okay. Okay. NAS is an association, a religious association on campus, which is Ghana National Association of Adventist Students. And I'm currently elected as the campus ministry director. Yes.
And then you have been also elected for next year also.
Yes, I mean for next year. Yeah.
And then, because I can see 2023, 2024, and 2024, 2025. So if you have been elected for this year, and then you have been elected for next year also.
Yes, please.
Wow. So that is the reason I was asking that. Is that not a portfolio, same as student rep for vocational studies? So that was last year. So the two that you've listed here, is it not a leadership portfolio?
It's a leadership portfolio.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you too.
And then you said you have PowerPoint presentation seminar. I mean, some of your skills is in the Microsoft Office suite.
Yes, please.
So you give me 5 shortcuts. Okay, in Excel. Me, I didn't use it, so 5 shortcuts in Excel.
Okay. So we have an autofill shortcut. Just as any other suite also, we also have Control S for.
Mention the shortcut.
Come again.
Mention the shortcut. Is it Alt plus F?
Oh, okay, okay. So Control plus C copies. Control plus X cuts. Control plus V pastes. Yeah, I made mention of the autofill as well.
Yeah, you are done.
Yes, please, that's what I need for.
You mentioned 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
You mentioned 4.
Yes, please.
Under skills, I can see motivational skills. Right now, I want to leave you as I am stressed. I'm very tired. Please motivate me to stay.
Okay.
Motivate me.
All right. So, Mr. Abubakar Sadiq, please, am I right by the name? Yes. We've started the school together, and then we've climbed a lot of heights to this point. It will be very disappointing to as the students and your family at home that you will not complete this journey together with us. I'll be happy if you can put whatever is disturbing aside, and I'm ready also to give any help that you think or you bring to me. I'm ready to help you out so that we can all climb this mountain together.
So the student comes with a school fees of 10,000 Ghana cedis. Because of that, the student hasn't registered the semester's courses.
Sure.
We have like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to exams.
Sure.
Do you think the student will be motivated by what you are telling him?
Okay, so actually my words of motivation will depend on the condition. So as you've given me a new condition now, I think I will tell the student to have hope and then approach lecturers and officers in management with his problem. And God willing, some of them will help out.
All right. Skills. Data entry into DHIMS. What is DHIMS?
District Health Information Management System.
System.
Yes, please.
Then we have LIMS.
Yes.
Do you know of LIMS?
Yes, please.
Not to go there. Recently, there has been a Japadia document. Have you heard of it? Or you are just focusing on church? Do you do politics? Is this the first time into active politics?
Actually, I contested last year.
For
the same portfolio, provincial SRC.
And then you lost?
Yes.
Why? You weren't popular enough?
Probably I couldn't sell myself out very well to the student populace to know my capability.
And then what shows you've been able to sold yourself out this time?
Actually, this time around, I'm sure I have started earlier than last year, and then God has helped me to also sell myself out more than last year.
Before the current VC assumed office, who was the VC? Previous VC?
Thank you for the question. So our former VC was Professor John Ajapon.
Professor
John Owusu Ajapon.
Professor
Okay, Professor John Ajapon.
All right. Did I ask you about the Japadia document?
Yes, please.
Do you know anything about it?
Please, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Yes, please.
Who is currently the Minister for Education?
The current Minister of Education is Honorable Dr. Yao Osei. The surname escaped me a bit.
No, you should know. Okay, so mention the 4 federal executives of the SRC. The names. Current federal executives of the SRC.
Please, the federal level.
The 4 federal executives.
Okay. Our current SRC, federal SRC president is His Excellency Fadel Mohammed. And yes, and his secretary is Honorable Fosu Grigor. His treasurer is Honorable Sux Epiphanes. Is the outcome escaped me a bit?
All right. Who is currently the registrar of the university?
Thank you for the question. Our registrar is Miss Ya Oponi Amankwa.
Do you know anything about the Affirmative Action Gender Equality Bill?
No, please.
Enoch.
Senior.
Yeah. I just read, or I've read your CV. I want to know about your volunteerism. So in points 3 and 4, it's quite ambiguous, and I want you to be straightforward with me. So you say you volunteered to secure buses for FISA trip. I want to know the fate of that volunteerism project and the exact role you played in it.
Thank you very much. So, quite a time ago, our school had a joint trip, that's Fred meeting, Big School of Public Health, had a joint trip with NAMSA.
So what role did you play in getting the bus?
So actually, we faced a challenge. I was actually working together with the administration, even though I was an
As a what?
Yeah, so I helped them in looking for buses. We went to various institutions, churches, and schools to secure buses, as our bus was not available for that trip.
Did you get a bus?
Yes, we actually got it.
Okay, all right. What of the second one? You said you volunteered in helping the VT faculty and general student populace in the VT. What exact help did you offer them?
Thank you for that one too. Actually, currently our students are on the field fulfilling the demands of the vocational training. So right from the beginning, sharing of letters to the students, helping them to know what to do, who to submit to, even filling of their forms for choosing their facilities where they will do their VT. I think every student can attest to the fact that I have been helpful in doing that.
What exactly did you do? Did you take the information from them? I don't want to answer the question. What exactly did you do in the process?
Actually, I was guiding them how to fill in the form and even distributing of the letters. Letters were given to one student from each facility to submit on behalf of the other students. So at times they come for the letters and students can't find who came for their letter and stuff. So you know that created a lot of concerns, and I've been helping in solving such problems.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Yeah, your hobbies and interests. Say you like reading books a lot.
Yes.
A few of your favorite authors, and maybe your favorite book.
Okay. Let me see if I can remember.
You stated that you like reading books on human psychology, religion, philosophy of life, law, politics, and leadership. Just give me any of your favorite author or your favorite book under any of these categories.
Senior, to be frank, I don't read, but then I don't actually pay attention to that.
Enoch, I want you to answer the question again. You stated in your hobbies and interests that you like reading books on human psychology, religion, philosophy of life, law, politics, and leadership. Kindly look into the camera and answer the question. Give me any of your favorite author or book.
Okay. Actually, I read a book. It started.
I want you to repeat the previous answer you gave.
Yes, The previous answer I gave was that I don't read the books, but I don't really pay
Why is
attention
it in
to
your
my
CV?
chapters.
Why is it in your CV into brackets and you're even expatiating on the types of books if you don't read at all? Of life. Philosophy of life. But why? Just maybe there's a reason you put it there, so explain to me.
Yes,
If it's not true, why are you putting it
it's
there?
actually a hobby for me. I do read books.
Why you said
Religious
you
books
don't read?
and stuff. Yes, I read that one too.
You've read it.
I read it before.
And I was shine the master.
It's
Yeah, is that the only lie? So before we continue, just you've noticed that you've lied about one thing or you are not being truthful about one thing. Just bring yourself, take off your clothes and let us know what exactly else is not true in this CV so that we don't waste our time.
okay. Actually, I do read. I don't deny the fact that I read. But the truth of it is what I'm saying, that I didn't really pay attention to the actors.
Okay, the book, the title of the book. Alright. The title of the book. Any book at all. Under any of the categories.
Okay, so I read Beyond Temptation. Beyond Temptation.
Okay.
Yeah, it just reminded me of 48.
Okay.
Can you come mention the first law?
What?
The first law. Doesn't know.
Yes, I don't know.
You read it online or the book itself?
Yeah, I saw it at a friend's place and I took it.
Okay. Alright, thank you. But there is religion here. I think the first book you should have mentioned was probably the Bible.
Okay,
I mean,
know
you are a
the
campus
Bible.
ministry there, or it's not a book. Okay. Thank you. Alright, Enoch, thank you for being honest here.
Thank you.
Mr. Enoch, you are welcome once again.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm so much.
Okay, sir. All right.
You know the current forward provincial president?
Yes, please. I know him. Is His Excellency Prince Emmanuel Amisa.
So how many activities or programs was he able to accomplish or have at the programs this academic year or this administration?
Okay. I could remember of the SRC week. Yes, I could remember of the SRC week. Under his administration, the WUCOM also organized some capacity building.
So I'm asking
How many?
the provincial SRC president,
Yes, please.
not the academic.
So please, I will say two.
Two programs.
Yes. There was an SRC trip.
SRC what?
Trip
And what?
to Keta, and then the SRC week.
The SRC week.
Yeah.
That was all.
Please, that's what I could remember.
That's all you can remember.
Yes, please.
So what do you think is the major challenge he faced in accomplishing all the policies that he had? Because looking at what you have here, you have a lot of things you want to do.
Yes.
So
please.
have you found out why he couldn't accomplish the things he wanted to do?
Yes, I didn't find out from him himself, yeah, but I can say a few from comments from the opinion of students.
Okay, what are those opinions?
Yes, please. Actually, there was not there was no availability of funds for him to carry out his work on time.
On time?
Yes, please.
That is fine.
Yes.
So you are talking about him not getting funds on time.
Yes, please.
But so it's a major challenge you think we have in our SRC, right?
Yes,
so
please.
And you want to organize in your policy document you stated that host regular entertainment programs such as movie nights, concerts, talent show and cultural festivals. So how are you going to host all this regularly?
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for the question. Yeah, please, some of these programs that I've listed, I think they are programs that we can hold without spending much money.
But you spend money?
Yes.
Regular. So, okay, let's take the concert or the talent show.
Yeah.
So, when you want to organize a program, you need refreshments and all that.
Sure.
So, are you going to depend on the SRC to give you money for this movie night and concert show and talent show and all this?
No, please. An alternative could be a pre-financing.
A pre-financing?
Yes.
So, what is pre-financing?
Okay. A pre-financing will be done if the money we're supposed to use for the program is not available, but then we can get it from a different source, which we will refund at a different time.
So by the end of the day, you refund?
Yes,
you refund?
Yes.
So where are you going to get the money to refund?
Okay, that's when funds are now disbursed for us to use. Then we can use some of those funds to refund.
So you are going to have these regular activities different from the SRC week celebration. The activities here will be different from what you do on the SRC week celebration.
Sorry for cutting you. I think the question that he asked, he didn't answer. He asked you that where are you going to get the funds from to run these programs you are talking about? And you said you would pre-fund, right?
Yes.
So, and then you said with the pre-fund, you need to pay back.
Yes.
So the question he's asking now, what we want to find out is that what is the source of the money?
The pre-financing.
Not the pre-financing. After you
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So to me personally, looking at how the provincial governance is being ruled for some time now, I'm looking at this current administration and looking at the future. I don't think it is possible that you get money to be organizing regular these activities that you're talking about. Because if money will not come, and look at your policy document, you are saying that you want to propose for you to establish SRC something
office, yes.
So all this money will come from the SRC student fund, or?
No, please. Not necessarily the SRC coffers.
So it comes from where?
Yeah, at times when you have a vision or a goal, you can bring others on board to help support your dream come true. Yeah, so it could be personal relationship with people that maybe I know or.
Do you have personal relationship with that?
Come again.
Do you have personal relationship with that to come establish SRC office for us here in Hohoe? Or who do you know? Who do you have in mind?
Actually, I can't disclose that now.
That is closing.
Yes, please.
So should we say you are deceiving us?
No, please.
Because me, I know that SRC, with the money we have in our pockets or the strength fund, getting money to establish a permanent
office
for during your administration, I don't think that is feasible.
Okay, sir. Actually, I said proposing. So it could be that we can start to some extent if our administration is out. Some others will continue.
I just want you to realize or get to understand that
Yes.
it's not possible for you to have an SRC office here in Hohoe. Looking at our condition, looking at the condition of the SRC, it's not possible. You accept that?
If you think it's possible, you can let it pan out.
Yes, please, I think it's possible. Yes, please. And I've already spoken earlier that we can bring people on board to help us accomplish the goal.
So if you fail to get this office for SRC in Hohoe, what should the students see? A failure or a politician who don't live within his means, or who doesn't see the things that who doesn't do the things that you see? Which of?
Actually, I don't aim that we will fail or we will not be able to start anything at all. But even if it comes that way, I think communication to the student body will let them understand the unforeseen circumstances that have prevented us from constructing the office. Next, please. Okay, so now.
The reason why we are asking you is, I'm sure the ECA made you aware when they gave you the criteria for present your policies, and your policies have to be what?
Feasible, yes, please.
Can you
Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Yes, please.
And now you presented your policy. Propose the construction of a dedicated SRC office here in Hohoe.
Yes, please.
Right, let's look at this specific right now. Can we measure it? Is it achievable? That's what he was trying to explain to you. You said yes. We wanted to find out how achievable. How are you going to achieve it? We are the ones, if we don't think it's not achievable, we'll score you down.
Okay.
If you think it's achievable, convince us. You said you have someone you can maximally for. You are telling us that you wouldn't disclose the person. You get me? So
Not.
I can't trust you that you have money somewhere, because looking at how much
Should go into that. It's 105 cities.
Now, how much have you drawn a draft? Have you looked at how much the construction will cost? At least the foundation level, how much funds you need to start something? Do you know where the land we are going to decide here in Hohoe?
No, please.
Now pinpoint a specific location and say, this is where I want to build. If you are supposed to present it at the SRC or whoever is going to fund the construction, can you pinpoint a location here on campus? We are now thinking of that.
Yes, please. We are now thinking of that. And if we propose and it is accepted, we will work with management to find a place that we can.
You are not able to convince us here first that you can start the construction of an SRC office.
Yeah.
How then can you move to the next step of convincing the student populace? If in case they vote for it, how then do you convince the parents or whoever is going to fund it to get? So do you think this policy is achievable at the moment? Yes,
Okay.
it's relevant, but do you think it's achievable?
Okay. At this point, I will say no.
So there is more work to be done with the policy that you presented.
All right.
We want this to progress. I think you should go back to the drawing board next time. If there is anything like this, try and get very specific. Try and get the background information.
Sure.
Try and get your source of funding, your like
You're welcome.
Okay. Mr. Enoch.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, can I address you, Mr. O?
Yes, I'm fine.
Thank you. Can you enlighten us what is reflective writing skills, if I may ask?
Okay, so reflective, by the way, thank you for the question. Reflective writing is a requirement from our VT faculty. Whenever we go to do our vocational training, we are asked to write reflective writing. And this document speaks about an event that is very catchy, that you experience as you are on the field. Yes, a sensitive experience you've had, a memorable one that you will not forget. So there is a guide that helps us to come out with that document. Yes.
So do you think this reflective writing skills has helped you in a way? Has it helped you? Has it equipped you well in a way?
Yes, please.
And how do you think this will benefit your office as a Hohoe provincial president?
Okay, so in reflective writing, we are asked to express our emotions, to communicate what you've actually experienced. So I think doing more of this will help me gain more communication skills to be able to speak to the student body effectively.
Is it just communication skills? Don't you think this also help you in critical analytic stuffs?
Fine.
Like critically analyzing.
It will also help because we have analysis section and stuff.
That's what I was looking for
Thank
from
you
that.
very much.
And also your policy documents, it said Vibrant SRC Week. So if I may ask, this week, this SRC Week celebration,
yes,
it wasn't vibrant?
It was vibrant.
So what are you bringing on board to make it vibrant?
Yeah, actually.
So for instance, you have a whole week. Just tell us what activities you bring on board for a vibrant SRC Week.
Thank you very much. So by saying a vibrant SRC Week, I want to make it clear that I didn't mean the previous ones were not vibrant, but as we all know, we are aspiring higher and higher. So they did very well, and then the activities were vibrant. But what I will also do to make it more vibrant is to take a very careful attention to communication, because I noticed that students were not able to come for some of the programs as it flowed. Maybe because the publicity was not that enough, or so we can actually improve on the communication skills. We can bring programs that will catch students' attention very much.
So I said, for example, you are giving a whole week.
Sure.
That's the activities you are bringing on board to make it vibrant from Monday to Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Activities you are bringing on board to make it more vibrant.
Okay. So, as it stands now, I didn't pen down any activities, but I can still come up with some.
I asked you something from the reflective
Writing, sure.
And this has brought me to. So I asked you something from the reflective writing skills, which basically boils down to critical analysis.
Yes.
That's why I'm here right now, and I'm asking, given you're going for a position, not just any, but what the Hohoe province, president. Thank you. So, given Monday to Sunday, tell us the activities you bring on board as stated for a vibrant SRC week. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, thank you for the question. So, given from Monday to Friday to Sunday, I will actually start with religious engagement. on the first day, so we start with worship. Yes, so on Monday. Yes, please. So we'll start on Monday with religious engagement, worship. We will continue with a float in town to create awareness about the SRC week on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, we shall do inter-club debates or quizzes. And please, that's Wednesday, right?
Yeah, go on.
So on Thursday, we shall have fun games.
Okay, Friday next.
Yes. Please, someone should help me. I should remove it.
Okay, before the mic comes back, what's the activities you are listing? How different is it from the existing one that is being organized? Because it seems you are still going according to the structures. Do you get it?
But
you also be more vibrant.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I.
How?
Yeah, so
let's take which program do you want to take and make more vibrant? Just pick one program. He's just going to say the same thing. Yes, you get it. Yeah, just pick one program that you can make more vibrant, an existing program.
Let's say rep your school.
Okay.
Or rep your GC.
Rep your school.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so actually the current administration, it was a program that they held in the SRC.
Mm-hmm.
But then many students didn't come to campus. That particular
Hohoe or who?
Hohoe. So maybe we can arrange for buses to bring them. We can make the publicity better so that we will get a more turnout than.
So we are going to pass them campus, come and do what? Walk around and just
to actually participate.
The program itself.
It should be left with the associations to do it.
Okay, anyways. Still trying to check the feasibility of your policies.
Okay.
Away from the SRC office, you say you want to revitalize campus infrastructure.
Yes.
And you go ahead to list examples like the canteen,
yes,
classrooms. You want to provide air condition. First of all, you want to provide air condition where necessary.
Repair the existing ones, maintain them,
and provide new ones where necessary. Where necessary, it's not specific. Can you give me a class where there is the need to place an AC there?
Actually, all classes need an AC because.
Okay.
Sorry for interrupting. Mr. Yesuto, I think this is about the third or fourth time I've heard you using the word Charlie. Or is it actually? Actually, okay. I reserve my point.
So please, we've all thought you've been saying Charlie, but I just presume you actually meant actually, and I believe you mean actually. But try and be more audible so that in case you are God willing elected, you don't go and sit in front of the VC and be saying Charlie.
Thank you.
Okay. So all classrooms need AC. So I say you want to provide all classrooms with AC. Do you know how much an AC costs? How are you going to present this? How are you going to advocate for the fixation of new ACs in the classroom? Do you know how much an AC costs? Okay. Okay, you want to revitalize the canteen, you want to renovate the structure. Which part of the canteen is it the roof? Is it the ground? Do you want to do the screening all over again? What exactly do you mean?
Okay, thank you for the question. So about our school canteen, it's an open area. It is not enclosed. And as you mentioned, to the floor too, it's not very nice.
So what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
So what
How much it will cost you? Where you're going to get your funding from? Have you thought of all these things? The time frame, how long it will take you to start something, how long it will take you to end? Or you just thought that, oh, this is a nice thing to do, let me just jot it down. I want to modernize the canteen as you've written over here. But I don't know your source of funding yet. Or you know, yeah, you said you know, but I don't want to disclose it to us. Right?
Yes, you see, when we come into office, when God willing we are voted into power, we will lobby for support, not just the SRC office. It's also one of our source of fund, but we can also solicit for support. Yeah.
So at the moment, roughly how much would you need to renovate your canteen?
Okay. Roughly.
Do you have a rough amount?
No, I don't have.
Do you, apart from the SRC funds, you just spoke with Mr. Elvis. He told you agree that it's to be difficult getting enough for the construction. So your other source of funding, are they ready?
Okay, comparing this one to the construction of SRC office, I think we already have a structure, just that it's not in a good shape, a befitting one for our campus. So
but they are all related to construction. Yes. And you need your workers, sure. You need materials, and all these things. Can you sell this idea to whoever is going to help you?
Yes,
because it doesn't look, you are not even selling it to me in the first place. Now you have to sell it to the student populace and then to whoever is going to help you. Okay. I'm not convinced. I think you can do better. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Enoch, I was coming to that canteen issue because I know that previous administrations have presented budget to Parliament on that. Because as the chair for Health Service Workers Union Tertiary Club,
yeah.
I have been massively engaged in the reconstruction of the SRC, our canteen.
Okay.
But you know that the cafeteria was reconstructed for that purpose.
Yes.
And because of lack of facility. So you not having a target fund make it difficult for us to assess you on the how achievable that policy is going to be. But then I want to know whether these things that you have lined up, are they feedback from students? Are they the problems of students?
Yes, please. They are challenges students face.
So vocational training like this, you are having to be involved in vocational training activities.
I have.
What has been the impact from the previous one that you have seen, or you haven't impacted from this one that you are part? What's the difference? Has there been a positive impact?
Yes, I didn't really get you.
So when you came to UHAS,
yes,
the vocational training exists.
Yes.
Before then and now that you are trying to impact it, because I see you doing certain things, vocational training.
Sure.
What has been the change?
Okay, we haven't measured it though, but a lot of students are happy with the initiative that we have started already.
So is there a committee for vocational training currently?
There's not an official committee that I have established.
Not you. Is it in existence? Do you have vocational training committee?
Yes, please.
There is?
Yes.
But you are not part of it?
No.
So you don't know the impact, the role they are playing?
I know the role they play.
So you know the role they play?
Yes, please.
Okay, you let me know. Are there entertainment? Vibrant SRC Week entertainment programs, how is it different from stress relief activities? The stress relief activities, what is inside there that will specifically release stress?
Alright. So actually, most of the things I write, I've already started working towards them. So under the stress relief aspects, every student could attest to the fact that some time ago, the Eddie board and some few interested students have started making campus videos, and then they will edit and share. Okay. Yes. So it's something that helps students to, laugh out their stress as we move on with the academic.
That is different from the entertainment activities.
Come again.
That is different from entertainment activities that you need to capture it as a stress relief, as a policy on its own.
Okay, so probably it should be part of the activities.
Okay.
Yes.
My last part is the better off hostel accommodation. What was it about?
Okay, so with the thank you for the opportunity. With the better off hostel accommodation, we understand the stress that students go through when they are asked to leave the university hostels. That's after first year, and they have to look for accommodations in town. We understand the stress they go through, both regular and sandwich students. Yeah, so as part of our initiatives to help students, we are searching for accommodations in town for them, and then they don't have to go through all the stress searching for places. We have contacts of agents in town, and then we liaise them, and then they pay and get their accommodation. Yes.
All right, thank you. What's the supremacy of the constitution, of the SRC constitution?
The SRC constitution is the highest.
What's the supremacy of the SRC constitution?
Supremacy. Please, can you rephrase the question for me? I don't really understand.
Okay. What's the composition of the SRC?
The SRC is composed of the SRC Parliament, the Executive Committee, the Judicial Committee, and then the General Student Body.
You don't think that the General Assembly is a composition of the SRC?
Yes, please.
What's the composition of the General Assembly?
Okay, so the General Assembly consists of the committee chairs, the both federal and provincial SRC.
What is the composition of the General Assembly of Hohoe Campus?
Okay, the General Assembly of Hohoe Campus consists of the speaker.
Which speaker?
The president, the treasurer, the secretary, and the WUCOM.
They make up the executive committee.
Please, do you mean?
When you are, do I mean?
Do you mean federal or?
I'm saying executive committee. I'm not saying federal. What's the composition of the executive committee?
The executive committee is made up of committee heads.
When you are voted into power as provincial president,
yes,
you'll be a member of the. You'll be you be a provincial executives form the General Assembly.
Yes, please, they form a part of the General Assembly.
So why didn't you mention? So you don't know what you form, what assembly you be part of. How vibrant is your General Assembly on Hohoe Campus? Have you ever attended any General Assembly meeting before?
Yes, please.
When was the last time you did?
That was last semester.
Who is the chairperson of the Hohoe General Assembly?
Honorable Pius Agwaji. Pius Yebua.
Who is the deputy chair?
Of Hohoe Campus. Okay.
The same question I'm asking.
Yes, I don't know the deputy chair.
When you are voted into power as provincial president, and you draw a budget for a program,
yes,
what are the processes that budgets go through?
Okay, so after drafting the budget, SRC executives will go through, after which we shall submit it to the
Which
parliament.
executives will go through? You, the provincial president, you've drafted a budget. Which executive goes through your budget?
I mean, okay, well, maybe the executives will also be part of the drafting process.
Which executive are you talking about?
I mean, the treasurer, the secretary.
Of what?
Of SRC. Provincial SRC.
Do you have a provincial SRC? So I'm saying that the provincial, you are the president of, you are the provincial president for Hohoe.
Yes, please.
Your province has drawn a budget of which, like, you are the CEO of the province. Let's put it that way.
Sure.
And the budget has come from your province. Okay. What are the processes the budget goes through?
Okay, so from my province, the budget will be submitted to the parliament.
Through who?
Me.
Through who? Who do you submit the budget through to parliament? So the programs that you've listed, you don't even know how you seek for funds for the programs you've listed.
Maybe through the federal president.
You as a provincial president, you've done a budget, you submit it through the federal president to parliament. Is that what you're saying? I thought you have done your homework. I vetted you last year, do you remember?
Yes, please.
What fund do we have constitutionally? What fund do you have? What's the name of the funds you have as SRC? We have several funds that have been created for different purposes. So what funds do we have? One of the funds as provision in the constitution. What fund is that? What's the name of that fund?
SRC funds.
SRC funds. Who's the Speaker of Parliament for SRC? UHAS SRC.
Honorable Mary.
Who's the first Deputy Speaker for UHAS SRC Parliament?
She's the person of Miss Elizabeth Ochi.
Miss Elizabeth Ochi is your first. Who's the second deputy? Who's the second Deputy Speaker of Parliament? UHAS SRC. What's the name of the first Clerk of Parliament? UHAS SRC.
Clerk of Parliament.
The main Clerk of Parliament. The main Clerk of Parliament. UHAS SRC. What's the name?
That's Miss Elizabeth Ochi.
She's not the main Clerk of Parliament.
The main Clerk.
What is the name of the local NUCS, whole local NUCS treasurer? What's the name of whole local NUCS secretary? What's the name of the registrar? of our university?
Please, the name of our registrar is Miss Oponiama.
What's the name of the Dean of Students?
The Dean of Students is Professor Judith Anama.
So, Mr. Enoch, if for anything at all, or if you are not able to accomplish anything at all on your policy document, what is that one thing that you will do so that when you come back to UHAS someday, people will say that yes, this was our previous SRC provincial president?
Okay. Actually, thank you for the question. Yeah. I have the vision of improving every student's academic status or capacity. Yes, and every student knows the initiative that I have started already to improve academics on our campus. So I think that will go a very far way to impact lives on campus.
So you want to improve on the academic performance of students?
Yes, please.
That's the major thing that you want to leave behind on Hohoe Campus.
Not just that. I've mentioned of...
Or you organize the best bash ever?
No, please.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yesuto. So at this point, we bring your vetting to an end. Do you have anything for the panel? Any institution?
Yes, please.
So what is it? You can
So I'm very thankful for the time, and then I'm hoping that in the 2024 SRC elections.
And
thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I would want to give you 1 minute to speak to the students who are watching from home. So I want you to look into the camera and then speak to students who are watching from home.
All right. Good evening, students of UHAS SPH. It is your favorite candidate, Enoch Yesuto. God willing, we have been through the vetting successfully, and just as you are supporting me, let's keep on moving. Stand with the brave, and we shall shine together. Thank you very much.
Elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university administration. This election is your opportunity to choose leaders who will not only represent your views but also work tirelessly to improve the student experience for everyone. Whether it's about better facilities, more inclusive events, or stronger academic support, your vote can make a difference. The Student Representative Council elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university administration. This election is your opportunity to choose leaders who will not only represent your views but also work tirelessly to improve the student experience for everyone. Whether it's about better facilities, more inclusive events, or stronger academic support, your vote can make a difference. The Student Representative Council elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university administration. This election is your opportunity to choose leaders who will not only represent your views but also work tirelessly to improve the student experience for everyone. Whether it's about better facilities, more inclusive events, or stronger academic support, your vote can make a difference. The Student Representative Council elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university administration. This election is your opportunity to choose leaders who will not only represent your views but also work tirelessly to improve the student experience for everyone. Whether it's about better facilities, more inclusive events, or stronger academic support, your vote can make a difference.
So the reason why I am here to vote for the position of the Hohoe Provincial SRC President, and I think I am vying for this position because I have been a student leader myself, being a course rep, so I am in contact with the students. I get to know their problems and challenges, and I have gathered experiences that I think I can add my voice to the current challenges for it to be resolved. So that's why I'm here. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Aku Justice.
Yes, Mr. Abubakar Sadiq.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I am assessing your knowledge on current affairs.
Okay.
I will ask you some questions and then you give me straightforward answers.
Okay, sir.
On current affairs. You said you are, what's your program again?
Bachelor of Public Health Disease Control.
Disease Control student. Recently there has been an outbreak of a fever. What's the name?
Dengue fever.
What is it about?
Okay, so dengue fever is a disease that is caused by a mosquito of the genus Aedes, and then it's currently in circulation because of the breed of the mosquitoes that we have currently in Ghana, like Q-less mosquitoes causing the.
Is it just mosquito or infected?
Infected mosquito. Thank you.
I know you are very, vibrant and all that. Recently, there has been a document all around the nation called a JAPA document.
Okay.
A JAPADIE document. Do you have an idea what a JAPADIE document is?
I've heard of it.
But I don't know what.
But I don't know the details. Like the JAPA deal, I've been hearing from the news, but I don't know.
Not a JAPA deal. A JAPADIE document. It's
no,
you have no idea.
Yes.
All right. Currently, who do you think is the Minister for Education in Ghana?
So, Dr. Yawose Edutu.
And then the NUX President,
National NUX President. Honor His Excellency Upon Chairman.
Upon Chairman?
Yes, please.
Is that all?
That's what I know.
So, before Professor Lydia Zato was or became Vice Chancellor, there was a man who was Vice Chancellor.
Okay.
What's his name?
Professor John Owusu Japon.
Professor John Owusu Japon.
Yes, please.
And then his time, who was the registrar?
His time?
Yes.
I don't know.
You don't know that?
200, yes, please. I didn't come to meet it.
You didn't come to meet it?
Yes, please.
You have to know.
I have an idea of Miss Judith, but I don't know. So
no.
I don't know.
Okay, who is the Dean of Students?
The Dean of Students, current Dean of Students. Yeah. Professor Judith Anama.
Professor Judith Anama.
Yes, please.
And then, so you don't know of Professor Cynthia or Dr. Cynthia Peglo?
Peglo. I've heard of the name before.
All right.
If you don't answer some questions, we have to sack you. You go home and come back tomorrow morning. Wow, you have a very beautiful booklet.
Thank you, sir.
SPH got talent.
Yes.
We'll come back to that today.
Are you ready? 1 minute. Mr. Akon Justice.
Mr. Jafta.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Please, do you know what a CV is?
Yes, please.
So, what is a CV?
So, a CV is a document which entails your academic achievements, your most of the time academic achievements, and sometimes, not sometimes, academic achievements, your background, and most of the time is geared towards academic institutions, like academic portfolios.
Do you know a resume?
A resume, yes, please.
So what's a resume?
So a resume is often shorter than a CV, and then it is geared towards a specific.
So that is why.
Okay.
I'm telling you that I want to believe that probably maybe you decided to submit a resume instead of a CV that you asked.
No, please. It's a CV because, first of all, I'm applying for the position of the Hohoe Provincial SRC President. So I decided to gear it towards the university setting. So if you could check in the CV, I talk about my education, which I'm currently pursuing BP disease control, my class that I'm inside, and then certain hobbies about me. So the reason why it is brief is that I geared it specifically towards the position that I'm going for. Yes, please. Yes. Yes, please.
Which you define as what a resume is?
CV.
Thank you.
All right. Good evening, Justice.
Good evening, Mr. Prosper.
Best class prefect,
Best
class president
Okay.
of the year.
Yes, please.
Okay. Congratulations on that.
Thank you, sir.
Quickly to your CV.
Okay.
You state that you are the president of a club, or
Yes,
an
sir.
advocacy club. Which club is that?
A menstrual hygiene advocacy club.
All right. How has the work been so far?
Oh, the work has been somehow okay because we just registered a club last year.
You've registered
We
a
registered
club.
a club with the university.
Okay. So, how has it been? I mean, is it challenging being a man? Are you able to, being a male in that space,
Yeah.
advocating for menstrual hygiene?
I quite remember on the menstrual hygiene month in February 28th, we went out to advocate for menstrual health because it was a policy that by 2030 menstrual hygiene should be something which is common. So we went out, we were speaking to some of the men about menstrual hygiene. It's like, you wear upon, but it is part of the women's lives, and then we have to embrace that. Without them menstruating, we will not come into the world. So yes, because when lady menstruates and then a man is able to have sex, the fetus function.
Don't worry, I get you. He was going off. He was going off.
You have a medical student.
Medical student. Doctor. Oh.
Okay. Justice.
Sir.
PRO for that club.
The PRO for that club is Miss Benis Adelaide.
She's also an aspirant.
Yes, please.
For which position?
For the Provincial Women's Commissioner.
Okay. She's also your classmate.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Assistant court rep.
She's your assistant course rep.
Assistant court rep. And I am her class rep.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are very.
I want to understand something. What is for here?
Here in your leadership experience, class president, cohort 11 disease control 2023 to present.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, please.
And then if you check here, there is general assistant, not yours. I'm reading from Bennett's general assistant, cohort 11 rep. So what is the difference between general assistant, cohort 11 rep, and then cohort 11 class rep? What is it about?
Okay, so my position is the class president for cohort 11 disease control. So the disease control in cohort 11, I'm the class rep for the disease control. And then the whole cohort, like the batch that was admitted in 2022, she is the assistant general rep for the cohort. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. Yes, please. Okay, sir.
So, Justice.
Yes, sir.
We vetted Benny's earlier, and we noticed something that we tried clarifying.
Okay.
And we need your help here.
Okay.
We noticed that you guys presented very, very, very similar CV and policy documents. But I'll start with the CV, for example. But let me ask you first, are you aware that the CVs are similar?
Oh, I would say that's a coincidence.
Coincidence?
Yes, please.
Okay. I didn't want us to go this far, so I'll ask you once again. Have you seen her policy documents?
I actually printed it for her because she sent it to me to print it for her, and all of us print at the same printing press because I'm printing my own. She sent it, so I sent the soft copies to the printing press guy, and he has been printing our work, so he formatted it. So I'm sure
she sent her work to you.
Yes.
To be printed.
Yes, please.
Do you take a look at it? Did you go through it?
Nah.
You didn't go through it. You didn't go through a CV.
No.
You didn't go through a policy document.
You didn't read.
Okay. You didn't read it?
I know.
Okay. So, how will you defend me putting to you that you copied her CV and her policy document, in the sense that one, her CV, when we take the skills section, for example, you guys have the same 5 skills with the same exact wording.
Okay.
The 2 of you have the same ability to communicate.
And so we have been given a document, the CV of Benis,
yes,
so that you can, which you printed yourself, that you didn't read,
yes, please.
so that you would confirm, you will confirm what he's talking about.
Yeah. So.
All right. So, what about her form? You also helped in filling her forms, right?
Yes, please.
How do you defend that when you take a look at your hobbies?
My hobbies.
It starts with a few different hobbies, then there is a similarity. You come, the 4th one says reading and listening to music, and it's the same exact word. In the end comes at the reading, and the listening to music follows. How do you defend this? Because then it will seem, because she sent her scripts to you to print for you, so then I can believe that you copied her work, or you simply took hers and inputted more information just to make it seem like you're
Guy, before adding hers to it. So the reason why you might seem that my similar.
How long before adding hers?
Just about maybe a day or 2.
So you printed your work?
I sent the documents to him, but we printed it on the same day.
Printed the documents on the same day?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So with the similarities, we are working together. Maybe you might share some of the same, but actually it's a coincidence. It's a coincidence that this is happening this way.
The exact same wording?
Yes, please. The coincidence that this is happening.
I'll continue. Let's go to the policy document.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he wants to talk about. Let's go.
You see, when I look at you, no, I want to be very frank with you, because I went through your policy document, and then some of the things I'm happy about it, but looking into about 8 of us our face and then lying is bad. Okay, it's bad. And if you continue to defend it, I can give you 002 out, because I feel like you are irresponsible, because someone sent a document to you to go and print. You have to know what you are printing and whether they printed the exact thing to you for you. One, you say you don't know what you printed and you never take a look at it. What if what you printed was your own death sentence?
Okay.
And now you are saying that you never take a look at it, and it's the man at the printing press that changed the document per what you are saying.
I didn't say he changed. I said it's a coincidence this is happening this way, because he formats most of our work, our project work.
When you send something to someone to print for you, you demand what you send the person to. Like, you send the thing, so you demand that print this for me.
Yeah.
So if let's say you pass here and then you become the president,
okay,
you are supposed to send a document to management, and you send it to him and he prints for you. You print what he decide to print for you. You send it. That's what you are saying.
No, please. Because this is my policy document.
No, I'm talking about your CV and what the lady sent to you.
Yes.
And the man decided to format it per your word, per your words.
Yes.
And you didn't care that he changed what you have presented to look like you didn't care. That's what you do with the SRC.
No, please. It's like I didn't care from what.
Do you have the soft copy here? Do you have the soft copies on your phone?
My 2 soft copies.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are on your phone.
Yes.
They are on your phone.
We want to have a clarity on this. So you mean you sent your work, exact work, to the design, the printer, and then maybe by coincidence this happened?
Yes.
So it means that what you sent to the printer is the original.
Yes.
And you remember the commission asked you to send the soft copy of your CV and policy document to the commission, right? So do you mean to say we should cross-check from the soft copy that you sent to the commission to see if it is not the exact thing that was printed for you?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, that this is my document. And then
relax. Let's take it one after the other.
Okay.
Let's take it one after the other. You made mention that the printer is the one that prints all your outlines, all your documents for you. So he sometimes do the formatting on your behalf. Correct?
Yes.
You said that. And then you said probably there could be a mere coincidence that may have that happened to that effect that you and then one aspirant is having similar wording. A particular mistake, let me put it that way, in your CV.
Yeah.
And then what we are trying to clarify is that the original work you sent to the printer, is it the same that the printer printed for you or a different document?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Yes.
So
the coincidence that I'm saying that it's coincidence that we are having the same.
So that means
having similar.
So what you are trying to tell me right now means that what you sent to the printer is a true reflection of what you are having.
Yes, please. With my
so that is why we are all convinced that probably by the time that Bennett sent hers to you, you edited hers to use your name, and then you added your other. So how come the one that you your own CV, yes, which you define that it talks about you?
Yes, please.
You get it? How
yes,
come
please.
A mistake that you made is the same mistake that one of the aspirants that you printed her CV for also made that same mistake? And then the same set of skills that you say you possess is the same set of skills, same wording, same formatting.
And so with the set of skills that she has, we have quite similar, but it's not exactly the same.
The formatting, yes, the formatting, everything, the education, the way you presented it, same thing that she also presented hers.
So with the formatting, as you are saying, I said he formats the work for us.
So you see, I want to get the equation. When you send it to him,
yes,
then he formats for you, right?
Yes.
So the point I'm trying to make is that the one that you sent, which is a soft copy, should we get to it? I want to open it and check if the formatting on the hard copy, yes, is the same or different.
The same way.
So what formatting are you talking about that the printer did on your behalf?
That's why I'm trying to say that with my work, because I'm more particular about my work. And then
so let's take it again. When you sent your work to the printer,
yes,
did the printer format your work to the format of how it is looking at now? Did he format it?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Can you give me a minute? You let me. You see, but then I have the soft copy here. It's quite unfortunate I cannot project it for you. The formatting here is the same as what is in the soft copy. Because I want to understand the part you mean to say when you did your work, your documents, your CV, you prepared your CV, and you sent it to the printing shop. The person who is the one printing the work, formatted your work, I mean your document for you? That's the part I want to understand.
Yes.
Or you mean, what do you mean by he formatted it? Like, I want to know what you mean by the format that he did on your behalf with respect to your document. Because what I have here and then what is here as a soft copy that you sent to the commission is the same.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that with me, my work, what I have is exactly what he printed. Because one lady sent me hers, I just forwarded it to him without looking into it, because I know she has done her due diligence, and then she sent for me to print it. So I am convinced that maybe the formatting might not have affected the change of.
Be truthful to the panel.
Yes, please.
Did you had a copy somewhere, or did you have a copy somewhere, like a copy of a CV that you looked at it to develop or to do your CV?
A copy of the CV that I.
We just want to establish something quickly. You are saying that you went to someone to help you write your CV.
I took his this one.
His CV.
His CV template.
You took his CV.
Like, he sent me the CV, so I look at how we arranged it and I did it.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
like it's the same as so you went to someone to help you.
Okay, so it's possible that if someone is having the same weddings that you have, the person also went to the source.
I can't establish that fact here.
Then that means, because right now we can't be sure you went to someone, we can only assume that you copied from her, because she came and she presented this first before you, and she said it's original to her.
Yes,
and now you are telling us that no, yours is also original to you, but it's the same thing over here. One person must have copied from each other, or the two of you copied from somewhere. Just tell us the truth and let's continue.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That you asked me whether I solicited help from someone with the writing of the CV, and I said I solicited help from the provincial president.
So you use his.
See.
With that document you're talking about, the easy habit, he contested last year.
Yes.
So we have it with us.
Yes.
Is it that you copied from his exact CV?
No.
Because you think about it.
Yes.
I mean, how possible can two people do the same thing? I understand you are called reps, you said you went together. Yes, the fact that you went together, I don't think you should. You get the point.
I understand what you are saying.
CV is about you. That is the point you are trying to establish. We really want to know who copied.
It's quite unfortunate this is happening, but I didn't copy, and I can't establish the fact that she copied from somewhere, because I sent my work first and I forwarded hers later.
Okay. I want us to settle on this. So I think what we are trying, it's been established here is that when she sent you her work, you weren't due diligence to cross check, you didn't read, and then when you also sent yours, you didn't even check yours to see whether there was a mistake or something, or maybe it was similar. Because you see, what we are trying to prevent, that you do not give room for us to think for you. Because this is what you have presented, and you know, I mean, marks are going to be awarded.
Yes, please.
So if we are finding similarities in it, we assume that one of you copied the other.
Yeah.
So that is what we want to establish.
Yes,
you get it?
I understand the fact you are trying to establish.
For me, it can only be two things.
Okay.
It's whether she sent hers and you copied, or you did hers for her. You did it for her. It can only be that. Because when we go into the policy, the detail of the policy, you see, the order of your presentation is the same as hers, from academics to entertainment to this, that, in that order. Forget about that. Go into the details of it. If you even look at your first speech, as your future federal SRC president, as your prospective SRC women commissioner for 20, the same. It is just, how do you call it? Change of word. So, I am advancing gender equality. I am resolute in determination of That same, this policy document outlines my thorough plan for advancement. This policy document details my comprehensive. The same. When you go to the next one, it says this project will organize a periodic seminar on the efficient usage of MS Word SL. The same, efficient using of MS Word SL. The same. If you go, it's the same thing. So we just want to, because she came first and established that this is hers. And so you just have to admit that. Because the office that you are going to is a trustworthy office. So we just admit it. If no, then we proceed.
Let him answer. Please answer. Just answer the question.
Yes.
Answer the question. How is it that CV policy document you guys have almost the same thing?
Yeah. So one.
Okay. How do you have the same two documents?
It's not the same document. It's similar. It's not the same. So please, what?
Look.
Yes.
But original. She said yes. As seen similar, and she said hers is original. And now you've noticed that both are similar. What do you have to say? Because she said it's original, and it will only mean that you copied from it.
No,
that's what she has established in my eyes. So now, defend yourself.
So in my defense,
right,
what I will say, the only,
and it should be the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth. So the only thing I can derive from all this coincidence is that, one, I've established the fact that we are in the same class. Two, we work. Please, I'm building upon this one. We work with the same people, and then we mostly have discussions. So I quite remember a time whereby we discussed this problem. So I'm sure that maybe in the creating of her document, it's acquired to happen like this way. That's the only this way I can link. That's the only link I can have to it. That we have discussions on.
You are still going back. You are still saying it's coincident.
Yes,
as she has established that if yours is similar to her, then it means you copied from her. That's what she has established. Because she says hers is the original.
Yeah.
She has seen hers, she has seen yours, and she's saying hers is original.
Yeah. So it's what you are saying. So imagine, let's say,
I'm not imagining this. Yes. This is what is happening right now.
This is what is happening right now.
Let's take to reality.
Yes, please.
No imaginations.
Yes, please.
Let's go.
Yes. So to my defense, what I can say is that I didn't copy her work.
So she copied you.
She didn't copy my work. I can't tell for that because she just sent it to me and I forwarded it.
So now it's just looking like the meat has landed in your soup and you've eaten it.
So quite unfortunate this is happening.
You see someone's mango hanging over your wall. His mango falls down, then you pick it and you go. That's what it's looking like.
No, please. No, please.
So it's purely coincidental.
Purely coincidental.
But this is wrong, you guys. It's two similar documents. How is it looking in your eyes? How are you looking at me and defending it and saying that it's coincidental? Don't you feel wrong in your spirit that no, you can't defend this?
No, please.
You are still you are still saying you don't feel anything wrong with this. No. Come on, don't do that. Justice. You.
So Elias will take the answer. Okay. So I understand clearly whatever has happened. But then I want to say something.
Okay.
You have received the best course rep of the year.
Yes, please.
From your professor, one of the professors, right?
It's an award scheme. Professor's award scheme.
Okay. So if you are a course rep and you have received such an award and you have been sent a document like this and you have to send it to the student to sign and all this, and you couldn't pay attention, you didn't check, you couldn't do anything to check what exactly you were doing. Can I see that? One, you don't pay attention to things.
No, please.
I can't see that.
No, please.
Okay. Can I see that you are not smart?
You can't say that, please.
I can't see it.
Yes, please.
Can I see that you are not observant?
No, please.
I can't see that.
Yes, please.
Thank you. So I'm coming to ask you on your policy document.
Okay, sir.
I really admire.
Okay.
And the policy 8. So let's say you have been invited by the VC and any well-wisher, as you stated, that you should you should advocate for these two things to be established. I would like you to demonstrate to us how you are going to advocate for these things.
Thank you very much.
And make sure you use the smart focus, smart approach.
Yeah. So with my policy one, which talks. Okay. Let me see. So with the policy one, it talks about we liaise with federal executives, SRC Parliament, management, and corporate bodies within the community to provide tables and chairs. So this is the VC. Yes, please. Thank you very much. So Prof VC. Prof VC and distinguished guests present here. I'm in the person of Aqua Justice, and then I'm the course rep for disease control. Most of the time when we're having lectures, I even sacrifice my seat for some of my students because of lack of chairs. And then these students have to stand for hours, like maybe 2 or 3, with lectures ongoing. And then these students standing, they'll get tired and their focus will leave what the lecturer is saying. And then with the policy A2, which talks about the need for air conditioners in our classrooms. My class, we are about 210, whereby this huge population in the classroom, especially in the afternoon, we generate heat. So imagine all of us have gone for lunch, all of us have taken in food, and then we are in the classroom. And then with our number, all of us are producing heat. And then there are no air conditioners to regulate the condition of the room. Lectures will be ongoing, whereby students will be finding themselves. I have videos whereby lectures even are finding themselves in the classroom. And this thing disrupts the academic endeavors of the students. So I'll urge with you all and plead that with the essence of this needful gadgets or academic utilities, I'm pleading that you all come to our aid so that we can support the student populace by providing us with air conditioners and then with tables and chairs to help create a conducive environment for students to thrive in their academic studies. Thank you.
You are advocating for something like that.
Yes, please.
And you didn't give us any specific number of air conditioners you want.
Yes, sir.
You didn't tell us the number of chairs you are expecting.
Yes, sir.
And you didn't tell us the time frame that you need these things. How do we take you serious? Or how do we consider what you are saying to be serious enough?
Okay, thank you very much. So the reason why I didn't add the specific number of chairs that we need is that maybe the person will be benevolent enough to donate more, or you don't know the confidence of the person. It's actually a fact that I should have included the number of maybe air conditioners that we need, the tables and chairs that we need. But making an appeal is a fact that I should include it. So it's an omission on my side. But in defense of that, I would say that we are raising awareness on the things that we need. So if well wishers want to support us, they will then come. Okay, you made a plea for air conditioners and tables. What's the current situation of the tables and chairs? How many tables and chairs do you have? How many do you need to augment the ones that you have? How many air conditioners do you need? Then we can give them the accurate figure so that if they can support us with any number that they want, they can do that. Thank you.
So let's say after this application, you've not gotten any feedback. Do you rely on SRC to fund you to get some of these things?
Yes, please.
You rely on SRC?
Yes, please.
Buy air conditioners for you?
Not entirely SRC. SRC will play their role, like can contribute to the student population. So when I present a budget and then upon the discussion of the parliamentary members or the members of parliament, the ones that the SRC can afford, we can buy that, and then we can also write letters to corporate bodies to also solicit for these conditions because they are very essential in the academic.
My last question.
Okay.
We heard about some security issues at Hohoe, right?
Yes, please.
What do you do about it?
Okay, thank you very much. So, when I heard about the security issues on at Hohoe Campus, I have the head of security's contact. So I contacted him. When I contacted him and asked him, say, oh, since I'm not in the Hohoe Campus, what's the current situation? He said it's under control. And I said, okay. So he should get me updated. And then anything that they think that the SRC can do to support the security members there, and I said, to help the situation, they should get back to me on that. So that was what I did about the situation at home.
So you said you contacted the security info.
Yes, please.
So did you get an update or once you contacted the person and that was all?
No, please, no, please. So when I contacted him and he said it's under control, so I followed up whether there are any insurgents or current happenings with the security on campus, and he said, oh, for now they are doing their best to make sure that any kind of threats or anything to the student population is being managed. That was the report I had from the head of security I contacted.
So meaning you wait for something to happen. Okay, so let me go through your leadership experience. You are the security committee chairperson.
Yes, please.
And then point one, for your health and safety personnel, policy documents, collaborate with security committee of the SRC and campus. And I'm reading what you typed. If there's any grammatical error, that's on you.
Please, point.
Committee of the SRC and campus and local security,
Sir.
regular disseminate security and health tips by using flyers and seminars. Did you do any during your office?
Yes, please.
How many?
We were sharing flyers on security tips, especially during exams weeks, and then getting to the exam week, there are cases whereby students' phone gets missing, like stolen, on campus.
And you think just sharing flyers?
No, please. No, please. I went with the head of security